All right, happy Tuesday, everyone. This is JoJo Bennington. This is our weekly team get together, and so happy to see all of you. And I know everybody's just popping in. So, just back from Phoenix and New Year kickoff, where I got to see so many of you. It was nice to have you all out on the west-ish coast and hanging out with us. So, let's do. Like one quick gratitude before we get started because we got a lot to cover tonight. So who wants to do a quick gratitude celebration, shout out? Anybody? Mona?
I am so grateful for the Forever Pack new website because it's just incredible on its own, but it has been such a wonderful conversation starter for me to go back to people and ask them, will you check this out? And will you consider helping me help you get some of your products paid for in a super simple way? And not because I've done it, but because I'm using a system that is working, I've created 2 new consultants. And when you think about the rapid reset, that's like a little bonus money, which is kind of fun. So super excited about the Forever Pack website. If you aren't sharing it, please do. Anything, it starts a conversation with people. So that's my gratitude is I love the website.
Well, and that was a good gratitude and congratulations on your new consultants. And that is just very cool. We're seeing that all over. So that is not an isolated incident. That is something that we're seeing people turn their auto ships back on and want to be involved because they see the simplicity of sharing. So yes, amazing. And so if you haven't seen the Forever Pack site, remember that it's a P-A-K, not a P-A-C-K, because we have a lot of people that are trying to get in and they're like, it doesn't work because we're always unique. So we got to spell things different. So it's a P-A-K. And then if you want to you'll see in the top corner of that site that it says team login. And so if you want to get to the backside has the applications, has other videos, has trainings on the backside. So for the team login piece, you want to type in healthy you. So it's healthy you, Y-O-U, all lowercase. So double Y, healthy you. So anyway, all right, home from New Year kickoff, and so much good stuff happened, and it was great to see you all. But I know that one huge thing happened, which was our new isabiome product. So not only digestive enzymes, but also probiotics and support for our microbiome. Yay, I hope everybody got their kits, and if not, I hope you've ordered them. We also have ours. It's been great so far. And so Miss Wendy has agreed to come on and teach us a little bit about microbiome and isabiome and our new product, and to answer some questions. So take it away, Miss Wendy.
Great. Thank you for the opportunity. Yes, Forever Pack is absolutely the way to go. And then you can introduce the isabiome to people. So if you guys don't know, it's a mixture of it's a set. It comes in as a set, but you can get it separately as well too. So this is the digestive health system, and there are probiotics in there and enzymes. So what's unique about it is that the probiotics, so if you guys don't know briefly, the probiotics are good for long-term support for your gut health, and the digestive enzymes are considered the immediate digestive support around our meals. So probiotics, and they've divided it between someone who's eating a plant-based diet, and then they have a separate set for people who eat a conventional diet. So for the probiotics, the plant-based ones have 10 different strands of probiotics. The conventional version of it has 11 different strands of probiotics. They both contain 25 billion CFUs of good bacteria. And for the probiotics, you just take one one a day. You don't need any refrigeration, and it's effective and viable. And for the digestive enzymes, for the plant-based ones, there are 13 different enzymes in the concentrations that are designed for a plant-based diet. For the conventional enzymes, it's 15 different enzymes and concentrations that's designed to break down a diet rich in animal and plant-based food. So it's a combination. So both digestive enzyme versions contain botanical ingredients that comfort and soothe with comforting and soothing properties to ease occasional gas and bloating. So definitely we have to emphasize occasional. So the big bonuses to them is that you don't need refrigeration. They've invested money into creating containers and packaging that actually kind of keep it safe, and then it activates when you ingest it. My husband, who's a gastroenterologist, said, let me take a look at those probiotics. And he's like, yep, those are all the good ones that are in there. So that's a win. And a huge resource is isabiomettoolkit.com. And through there, like, I'm not going to duplicate everything, but definitely go there, and neither should you duplicate things when people are asking about it. In it, there's 17 pages, but it's really worth the read. It goes through frequently asked questions like, oh, if I eat a mixed diet, I'm mostly vegetarian, but sometimes I'll eat some meat. What do I do? And I guess the short answer is, like, there's definitely overlap in the two versions, so it's okay. It's not like a hard and fast rule. You're not going to combust or anything if you swap it. They have some really nice infographics in that toolkit as well. They also have videos that are really awesome. So I found this 3.5-minute video by the registered dietitian Berkhume, whatever her first name is.
Jillian,
yes. And that has really good information. If anyone's in a networking group, I pulled stuff off of this toolkit just to use as my commercials. There's a nice difference, what makes isobiome different from the other things, and what you do on a shake day and cleanse day. So definitely do not regurgitate this, but it's good for you to know that it exists, and it's a really great resource. There is a page on frequently asked questions, like the best time to take probiotics. This is definitely good for you to know for your own usage, and definitely use it. And I was thinking that if someone wanted to utilize, it also has information on how to share isobiome. So they'll give you some sample text wording, also do's and don'ts on sharing how to talk about isobiome. So read that for sure. And they have some, what do you call those, pictures that you can, pre-made pictures that you can use on social media that you can download there. And I think that's it in that. So what was I going to say? Oh, I cut myself off. That's annoying. I was on, yes, there it is. So with the promotion that's going on, the free enrollment for 150 BV or more, since the Forever Pack is 108 BV and a set of probiotics and digestive enzymes is 42 BV, that somehow magically equates to 150. So you could do that. Oh, Mona just got it. So basically they're getting this set for an additional like $30 some. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. And that's all I have to say, but Forever Pack it is. And then this is just an add-on.
Awesome. Thank you. There's a couple of things too that I thought were really cool, that the probiotics have an acid resistant capsule. So that means it actually makes it through your gut without being disturbed. Because a lot of people will go, well, does it, how does it survive your stomach? So it was a great question. Also, those bottles are really cool because they're moisture resistant. So, when we open and close and open and close and open and close, eventually moisture gets inside. So those bottles are actually patented little bottles that they created to keep these little guys safe. And the one thing that I love that Bob Kay said, which was huge, that this will change every single person's health. 0 exclusions, 0. That means there's not one person on the planet that it won't support. That was a huge statement. So awesome. What's that one?
And if you were at Celebration or whatever we were at, NYKO, you get, I don't know if they're still going to send them in a kit, but this is just a nice pill box.
Yeah. So it holds your, it will actually, Vinny figured out that it will hold a whole AM, PM pack and a digestive enzyme and a probiotic.
Fancy.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So, okay. So each thing, and you guys can check it out, but it's 42 BV, which is why it fills in so nice with the Forever Pack, because the Forever Pack with the 2 shakes and isogenesis is 108. So it's perfect. And for the kit, it's $62.99. So that'll be added into if you guys want to use that as the 150 for the challenge. So thank you, Miss Wendy. And for sure, we see so many people with leaky gut. And one thing that Bob Kay, I ran into him afterwards. I won't say I ran into him. I stalked him down afterwards and just asked him a couple of questions about leaky gut syndrome and some other things. But what was cool is that he talked about the prebiotic that's in the probiotic. And so actually helping to repopulate the flora at the top part of our intestinal tract, which usually gets bypassed. So he said from beginning to end, it will affect our entire digestive tract. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, all righty. Miss Mona. Thank you, Wendy. That was good. Thank you. Appreciate you, on the spot. And I forgot, I totally forgot that your husband's, the gut guy. So that was perfect. We should have him come on and do a chat with us sometimes. Miss Mona.
That was such good information that Wendy shared.
Right?
I feel like I'm gonna have to come back and watch this recording because I'm randomly taking notes on this envelope because I'm paying bills and doing thank you notes. And good stuff. So thank you, Wendy.
And you can go back and watch the live stream, you guys. So if you had a ticket to the event, you can go back and watch the live stream. I don't know what happens if you didn't have a ticket, if they're going to make it available. I know eventually they'll make all the segments available, but if you didn't have a ticket, then reach out to one of us and maybe we can help you take a peek at it. But you can go back and watch. All right, Miss Mona, you go. Yeah.
So I was there Wednesday night, Thursday, and Friday. I left early, so I didn't get to see Saturday's live, but I did watch part of it live stream. And I was going to say the same thing, JoJo. I need to go back and watch the live stream from the beginning. Emily Badra opened up, and I think that her message is part of the reason me personally was called to be there to what I could be there for. And, I think about events and about coming here to this special space. And NYKO was just a reminder of how important it is that we plug in to people or with people that are like-minded. Not everyone dreams big. Not everyone is willing to try new things. Not everyone is willing to do things that most people do so that we can have things that most people don't have. And sometimes we forget that this is so much bigger than just shakes, and it's so much bigger than just social media, and it's so much bigger than just me and what I'm doing with the few people who I get the opportunity to help. This is so much bigger and so much important for our lives, our lives in general, not about shakes, not about Rock Your Life, not about isogenics, but about your life. And your ability to contribute and your ability to to dream big and have cool things and have a cool, interesting life. And to some people, it's going to seem so far-fetched and so completely out of whack. And Les Brown keeps reminding me, QPO, quality people only. And we are the quality people. And I am so honored and blessed to be surrounded by the quality people, the people that I want to show up for and who show up for me back. Because everyone that shows up to these calls, everyone that shows up to NYKO, everyone that shows up to watch that live stream replay, like those are the quality people. And I mean, I live 14 hours fast forward from you guys. I don't know how many thousands of miles away, but I get the opportunity to surround myself with quality people here at NYKO. And it's because I deserve it and because I am valued and because I bring value, and so do each and every one of you. So go back, watch the live stream, pay the $49 if you didn't have a ticket, because what you're going to get out of that is way more than a $49 investment. Because you are worth it. You are worth the $49. And you get to watch it over and over and over again. And I listen to Les Brown every morning. Like, he tells me the same stories over and over and over again because I need to hear those stories over and over and over again. So check it out. And I think that's all I got.
Thanks, Mona.
Yes, ma'am.
Bless you, Vinny. Anna, I don't know if you're there, but you know that they announced this big, huge challenge thing. So this trip. Okay. So I didn't know if you wanted to talk about the challenge or you want to share. What are you planning to share with us? Anna just came from Toastmasters. Isn't that awesome? I just tell everybody on you. So
yeah, no, that's okay. It's a good thing.
Isn't that cool?
Well, just like Mona said, like watching, Emily Vavra and all of the trainers, like one of the things that has been reoccurring for me, because people tell me all the time that I'm a very eloquent speaker, and I always look behind me to figure out who they're talking about because I don't see that of myself. And so this opportunity came up to join a Toastmasters, and I was like, oh my gosh, if this isn't like the universe putting things in my path, okay, I'll go. So yes, that's where I'm coming from. And so, yes, the challenge, I do have to go back. I have to figure out, they haven't released all of the information, so I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that the 15 enrollments that I had last quarter do allow for me to be on the leaderboard with 5,000 points for this challenge. And so if you go to your back office and look at contests and promotions, I apologize, guys, I'm looking straight forward. I don't want to crash. If you go back to the challenges and promotions, you'll see the link there. And so they're using the leader in action formula, which is personally enrolled, how many people you rank advance, how many weeks you stay at a current rank. And then one more thing, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now because I don't have my notes in front of me. And they're allowing you to use 10 enrollments towards your calculations versus leaders in action is usually 5. And so the trip is the prize is a trip to the Grand Caymans. And so I'm super excited. I came home and I told my husband, I said, we're going to the Grand Caymans. And he was like, we are? And I was like, with everybody. And Mona will say this, like with Emily Vavra saying it's possible. And I just passed a car that the license plate says, I always win. And so this weekend, again, the universe telling me, like, this weekend just reminded me that I will win at achieving my goals with Isagenix. And the reason that is because I have a plan. One, I have support. We have a fantastic team. We have a fantastic roadmap that we're following, and something that I shared with quite a few people this weekend as they were sharing, because
Anna, I think we're losing you because you're moving.
Excitement, it's lots of information. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, thank you, Lori.
When you're in the car, sometimes it stops. So
it stops.
Yeah. So we might need to wait till you're not moving.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull over.
Vinny's going to bring up the formula on his screen so we can show the leader in action formula.
Perfect. Thank
you. So he's going to, can you pull it up on your screen, on your computer? You can't? No, but I know we have it on the computer. Hold on. It would be good for everybody to be able to see it. It's just, oh, I just lost you guys. Somebody do that? Oh, thank you, Miss Wendy. There you go. All right, Vinny, you want to unmute and you can talk everybody through it? Can everybody see Wendy's screen? Yeah?
Yeah, it's not that hard of a formula. It's just there's 4 different categories. The number of weeks you've been in your current rank.
Wendy, we lost your screen. I'm sorry. Can you move it back to the other screen? Are you trying to find it? Okay, there you go. We got it.
Somebody's trying to get into our house. Hold on.
Awesome. So to remember that with there's not like a point value that you have to reach. It's just the top 150 business centers. So it's just go for it, get as many points as you possibly can. But the majority of what the leader in action formula is helping the team grow. So there is personal cycle growth involved. Are you back, Vinny?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, all right, cool.
So I'll explain it really quick. Everybody else pretty much said what it was. So there's 4 different categories. It's the number of weeks you've been at your current rank. Normally in the leader of action, you have to be an executive. Normally, that's the way the formula has always worked. That's the way to get leader in action. However, for this contest, you only have to be a manager or above. So that's great news for everybody. You don't have to be an executive yet. The second column is the number of personal enrollments. Normally, they cap the personal enrollments per week at 5. So you can only use a multiple of 5. But for this contest, they're capping it at 10. So you can use a multiple of 10 there, which is also great. The third category is the number of personally enrolled, the rank advancements. You get a point system for the rank advancements. You get 1 point for consultant, 2 for manager, 3 for director, 4 for executive. And any executive whose star advances, say 1 star to 2 star, you get an additional 4 points. That's also your multiplier there. So it counts those points. So if 2 people in the week advance to consultant, you'll get a multiplier of 2, and so on and so forth. And then the 4th category is a personal cycle growth. So if you're cycling, your benchmark is 13. So they do an average of your cycles, and that's in your back office too. It'll give you your benchmark. You can look that up. So if your benchmark is, I don't know, let's say 20, and you cycle 22 times, then you get a multiplier of 2 because you were 2 cycles over that thing, over your benchmark. And that's all explained also. I'm trying to do this really briefly. So basically, it's all 4 categories are multiplied. So the number of weeks at your current rank times the number of personal enrollments times the points for personally enrolled rank advancements, and times the personal growth gives you a final score at the end. So for that month, you'll get a score, and that score will go towards your points. The 150 business centers with the most points get to go to the Grand Cayman Islands. Now here's the thing. This is a very important thing. I know a lot of people might think, well, this person enrolls a ton of people and they're just going to kill this contest. That is not true at all in the leader of action formula. If you're a sponsor monster and your people don't rank advance, you're going to get a 0 in that column for no rank advancements. 0 times anything is what? 0. You will not get any points for that month. So if you don't rank advance anybody in that month, you're getting 0 points for that month. If you don't enroll anybody for that month, you're getting 0 points for that month, and so on and so forth. So all your columns, you have 4 columns. If there's a 0 in any one of those columns, you're not going to get any points for the month. So this contest favors those who build their team. straight up. So if this is where you want to go, to Grand Cayman Islands, it's a great trip. It's a 5-star resort on a 5-star island. It's really worth it to get to work and get your people rank advanced. So that's about it.
So the goal is no goose eggs. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So I was going to show the, since I have it up, let me see if I can get it to work. So here's an actual chart that you can use to log your numbers weekly. So it'll show your personal cycle growth, and then it shows you how to multiply it out so you know what your total score is. So your personal cycle growth, your enrollments, your rank advancements, and your number of weeks at your active current.
Also remember, it says in that second column, number of personal enrollments, it says a maximum of 5 per week. It's now 10.
For the contest part, it's 10.
And yeah. Also your number of weeks at your rank. As I said, it used to be an executive. You had to stay an executive all the time. So if you were only executive 2 times during a month, you'd only get 2 points in that column. But now it's manager. So if you're a manager above, for every week of that month, you're going to get a total of 4 points for a 4-week month and 5 points for a 5-week month.
Yep. So
on and so forth.
Awesome.
Like I said, look at those multipliers, those X's right there, those multiplying symbols. If there's a 0 in any one of those columns, you know what's going to happen at the end of your formula.
So you can actually just go in, Google leader in action formula and get this, and you'll be able to print it up to be able to fill it out. And I know there's also, for anybody who is at NYKO, there's one inside of your book. So, all right.
Is that recognized rank or paid as rank?
It's
paid as rank. Paid as.
Great.
So if someone is consultant right now and wants to participate, their first order of business would be to get to manager as soon as possible.
Correct.
So they can play along. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. This is certainly a leader pool. It's a leadership pool. So they want people, like I said, it's normally executive. So for them to crack it down to manager is really big for everyone. This helps everyone. So,
and that's a good point, Wendy. So your enrollments have to be 100 BV on auto ship. But so anybody that you enroll for the challenge, that, you know, the current challenge with 150 BV for like free enrollment, they're already counting, right? So everyone needs to be enrolled with Forever Pack. There you go. Whoop, whoop. All right, Miss Anna. So you don't have your numbers with you, right?
So what I don't. Is there any way that you could pull them up? Can you show them? Because I know that they were on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't have my notebook with me, so I'm going to go off of what I remember. So oh, wait. No, I lied. I may have it with me. Hold on.
So Anna went home and made a
plan
for herself. And so this is what she mapped out. And so just wanted to give you a visual of what it can look like.
Okay. So what I will do is I will post the pictures in the team page because I don't have it with me.
Okay.
So I went out and mapped out what it would look like to just to hit my numbers every single month, right? Because I've decided that 2019 is going to be the year that I really get serious about my business and take it to the next level. And so I took the leader in action, and, you know, they're talking about 10 enrollments. And so that is my goal. So every single month I did 10 enrollments at 108 BV, right? Because we are sticking with the Forever Pack. One of the things that they shared was this pack, that pack, this, you know, so there's all of these shiny pennies and these shiny objects that could get us distracted. And I said to like a lot of individuals this weekend, no, we don't get distracted by that. We keep the course of what we're doing because our team is freaking on fire right now. Why would we change it? So I did everything all of my calculations are based off of 100 BV. And so January, you enroll 10 people, that's 1,080 BV, right? So the next month you enroll 10 people. So it's 2,160 BV. And I won't do the rest of the math because, you know, that's a lot. So, but that's what I did. And so by the end of the year, if you enroll 120 people and all of them stay consistent because the Forever Pack is so genius, you'll have like 12,416 BV that goes through your account every single month, because the whole name of the game here is consistency, duplication, and retention, right? So that's what we're doing. So those 10 people that we're enrolling every single month are purchasing every single month. And this is just basic. It doesn't include leadership pools. It doesn't include rank advancements. It doesn't include any of that. And like I said, I'll post it. So then the next name of the game, right, is to help people rank advance them, right? So out of the 10 people, if you rank advance 2 people to consultant that month, then you get the BV off of all of them, which is another 480. And so I duplicated that for the each month, and then at the end of it, it came up with a number. And so that's what I did, is I just said, okay, if I do this, if I concentrate on enrolling 10 people, and then I concentrate on rank advancing 2 people, then I am setting a super solid foundation for my business for this entire year. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. And when you look at it, it's not, it could be considered not a lot of money, because I think the total is like $56,000. If you just did that, it's a total of $56,000 a year, which is a really good income. But that is base, people. That is just the bottom line. That doesn't include the leadership pools. It doesn't include the bonuses. It doesn't include the match, because if you create 2 consultants every single month, that's 12 consultants. That's executive, right? Like, that's just, I mean, it was mind blowing, and it literally set, like, I was so excited and super passionate. Like, when I got back, I was like, okay, I can do this. It is doable. Today, I enrolled somebody who I spoke to 6 months ago, who said, you know what, I'm going to do it on my own. I don't need your help. And I said, well, I'm here if you ever want to reach out to me. She called me today. She enrolled today on a Forever Pack, and she's going to get her husband enrolled. I reached out to somebody who's a Popeye right now, and we have a call with them. Jojo and I have a call with them tomorrow. And then I have another one set up. I'm setting up another one for the next week or so. So I'm going to have my 2 consultants by the end of this month. See the goal, hit the goal. What's the saying? See the target, hit the target, be the target. Something about targets. We've got to do that, people. And this is how you do it. So map it out, what your goal is. Wendy and I have a goal to hit $100,000 this year, and we're going to do it. So the conversation that we're having in 2020 is, we did it. We achieved it because we set our sight on that target and we went for it. I'm super excited. Sorry.
Can I add something to that?
Please do.
Okay, so the calculations that Anna just did is solely based on her efforts and creating her own consultants. So that doesn't include people who are sharing with more than 2 people.
What she said.
That doesn't include the duplication, right?
Right.
And the
Yes.
quadruplication.
And the quadruplication.
Quadruplication, I like that.
And the tentification.
Tentification.
Yes, multiply it by 10.
Jenny?
I just want to add to that as well, what she said about the Forever Pack. It plays right into this contest that the Coopers are doing. It's the, however you want to say it, you share, they share, rinse and repeat, whatever saying you want to use, it's the same thing. You enroll 2 people, they enroll 2 people. There is a rank advancement points. You enroll 2 people, they enroll 2 people. There's rank advancement points. And it's only 100 BV to rank advance in this company. So it's not the 150 that everybody's so accustomed to. It's only 100 BV to rank advance, as we all know, but that plays right into this leader in action formula.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Anna. I loved your numbers. It was great. So post them up so everybody can see them, because that'll be a good visual for everyone.
Can I share something else real quick also that came with, with talking about the 100 BV or doing packs and stuff like that? So they set out, that there's free enrollment this week, and it's 150 BV in order to get free enrollment. And so I will tell you, my first gut reaction was, well, if we add, maybe if we add this, or maybe if we add that, then we can get them to 150 BV. No, we need to stay the course. We need to do the 1 canister, or not the 1 canister, product B, 2 canisters of shake, because that is what is going to build our business, people. Sorry, I've said my piece. But do what feels right for you. In the end, do what feels right for you.
Agreed. And some people will want to, you know, get people free enrollment and push it a little farther. You know, I think sometimes when we do that, then it does pull us off course because we squirrel all over the place. Yeah. And so I get it. And so for the free enrollment, I mean, we're still able to add them. We're still able to get them enrolled for under 200. Even though I really want everybody on the isabiome, we can add that in on the back end, right? Back end. Mr. Vinny.
And one other thing, this whole pack, Forever Pack, also plays into the new Crystal Rapid Reset that JoJo's probably going to talk about here soon. But I just wanted to throw that in. It all plays in the same thing: 100 BV, 100 BV, 100 BV. But you know, if you want to continue with the big packs to get your PIBs because that's how you built your business model, more power to you. Do whatever you feel great with. I just suggest if you want to get on this trip and all the other things, you should probably rank advance your people. That's all I'm saying.
So February 3rd, we have until February 3rd to hit Crystal Manager for the Rapid Reset. So February 3rd is the date. And March 10th is the director date. So manager, you +2, them +2, right? Director, 6 consultants, doesn't matter where they are. You have till April 14th for executive. And that has to be a balanced 5 and 5. I did hear, so someone did say that if you were already executive and you go back through the whole thing, when you're on executive, that you don't have to have a 5 and 5 equal if you've already hit it once. Ooh, exciting, right? That they can be anywhere. So, cool. Thank you, Anna, Wendy, and Vinny. Who saw the science panel while we were there? Anybody? So I just want you to know like what fired me up, and I always love to hear Dr. Paul talk, and I love Lindsay because she's so relatable, and you know, we don't have a lot of eye doctors that like flow into our space that talk about eye health. I love that. But here's what fired me up is that guy sitting in the middle who is the PGA Tour doctor. What does that tell you guys? He is the doctor for the PGA Tour. Not only is he sharing with his peeps, but he's also taking the product. He talked about how he used them. I think that that's a big deal, especially when you're looking at athletes and bringing them in, that is who's on board with us. If you guys didn't catch that, I think for me, that was a big deal. And then the leadership panel. So Kathy's panel was really great at the end. She always picks the best people to deliver the message that, especially for me, that I need to hear. And so what did we hear this weekend over and over and over? Consistency, simplicity, consistency, simplicity, consistency, simplicity. So the one final thing that Herb said at the end of the thing is discipline will always beat out talent. If you're consistent every single day and you're disciplined, that's going to make a huge difference. Because when we stop and start, and we stop and start, and we stop and start, and we stop and start, we can never, ever get momentum in that state. We have to be that daily method of operation, that daily discipline. Absolutely. Because you know what? Consistency will create duplication. I'll tell you this right now, it's going to be really hard to duplicate if you're not consistent with the people that you're trying to support. It's going to be really difficult. So I also loved that they talked about the power of 5, right? And that came up a couple of times. So if anybody's read the 45-second presentation, you already understand how we equate the power of 5 to our numbers. But then it was the power of 5 of, you know, what you're planning to do to build, how you network, how you market, enrolling people, break advancing, recognition and events. That was the power of 5 that I think it was Kelly Dipper had talked about. So networking, where are you going to go meet people? 2 new places that you're going to meet people. Marketing, and it wasn't just marketing yourself, but it's how do you show up in the world? Where do you, when you're out traveling around, how do you show up? Like, how are you showing up in the world? Enrolling people, and we already know how we're enrolling them because we have the Forever Pack. Rank advancing, recognition, and events. And I love, did you guys see the social media like image creator thing? I don't even do that. I don't even know if it's out yet. I'm like was looking for it today and couldn't find it. So if somebody knows, but they actually created an app for us to be able to make our social media images. It's amazing. It's the coolest thing. And so I don't know if it's actually up and ready. It didn't seem like it was ready because they didn't tell us to go download it, but maybe I missed something because I was so excited about it.
They said it would be ready. They're hoping mid-February.
Okay, so I didn't miss it. All right. I loved the quote from Dr. Paul. Our food is only as healthy as our gut. So if our gut is out of balance, doesn't matter how healthy our food is. Cool. We loved that. All right. Did I miss anything that we needed to talk about? We talked about the challenge, talked about the crystal reset. We did the isabiome Leader in Action Forever Pack. And I will tell you that it's going to be, we are going to be doing more Zooms. I think that we'll start seeing that Dave is going to be staying home a little bit more. We're going to be Zooming more. We're doing lots of business Zooms. And we're also going to be doing lots of Forever Pack Zooms because we're feeling like that is the simplest way to get the word out to the masses on top of using the Forever Pack. So 2 things. Upcoming in May, first weekend of May, and Isagenix University is going to be in Las Vegas. There is also a second event that we are building to, which is the following weekend. So some people are going to have to make a choice. But let me double check my calendar before I tell you guys. So the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is the ICU in May. The 10th and 11th of May, we are doing a Super Friday, Saturday. Friday night is going to be Forever Pack presentation opportunity. And Saturday is going to be an entire day of training on how the Forever Pack works, how the flow chart works. So we're going to actually have a Super Saturday built around that. So build to both events, I don't care, or just pick one and build towards that. But me and Vinny are going up to Salt Lake. It's going to be Dave, Lenny, Nicholas Stoddard, Sandy Calling, Ryan and Becca Johnson, and I don't even know who else. It's like there's just people coming in from all over the place. And as we were going through the weekend, we talked about the Forever Pack at almost every conversation. I talked to Ina, so Dr. Ina and I had a long conversation about it. Everybody sort of looks at me with crossed eyes at first, but the longer we get into the conversation, the more it makes sense to people. And here's a really cool thing, and we're going to post this up. I want to get it all written down. If we're going to start a husband and wife on a value pack, after shipping, tax, expenses, their 2 kits, and with whoever's at the top enrolling, so a 3rd value pack, right? So they're doing a consultant triangle with value packs with a husband and wife coming in together. They are down after bonuses and Crystal Manager bonuses. After all of their bonuses, they're down $424. On the other side, if we enroll a husband and wife with a Forever Pack, with shipping, with the enrollment fee, because they don't get free enrollment when you do the Forever Pack, right? So with everything added in, plus the consultant bonus, so you get $50 consultant bonus, plus the manager bonus, plus the 2 consultant bonuses for your people, enrolling 2 people, you're actually positive $82. So here, obviously you're not getting the amount of product. That's the difference between the value pack and the Forever Pack. But when we talk about how much money people are making, and we make it look so big over on this side with the value pack, it's actually, when we put the numbers to it, and it's just a simple numbers game, we're actually more positive on the value pack side. On the Forever Pack side. Isn't that crazy? So when we put all that together, the one thing that we're missing out on is that one initial 300 BV or 320 BV. So it comes to 220 BV that we're losing. So 440 that we're not getting. But I would rather give up 440 BV in the front than have them shut their auto ship off, send their product back, and not be here in a year. I'd rather have 5 years worth of somebody, or how about a lifetime? I'd rather have a lifetime of somebody on the Forever Pack than a month on a value pack.
It's the penny, yeah, it's a penny doubling versus that suitcase of $1 million.
Absolutely. And so it's just, when we looked at the numbers, I was like, what? Yeah, totally. That's where it's at. Figure it out for yourself. You'll see it's true. So.
Can I share something real quick with the person that I just enrolled today that like I said, I haven't spoken to her in like 6 months. Mm-hmm. So when she called and asked and said, okay, so what is this, what is this membership? Can you explain what that means to me? And so I said, it's like a Costco membership, et cetera. But then I told her, I said, the Forever Pack is what you're going to stay on every single month. That is going to be your basis to maintain and live your healthiest lifestyle. I said, after that, we start incorporating other products, but this is what your basis. And she was like, oh, okay. That was the easiest and simplest conversation I have ever had. Mm-hmm. Because somebody can't see going from $600. Well, how am I going to be able to maintain? If I have to have $600 now, how am I going to be able to maintain what I achieved at only $150 a month? That doesn't make sense to me. Right. This way it does. So.
Awesome. Thank you. Simple, 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 simple. Costco. I go through the checkout line. I buy 28 meals for myself and some vitamins. And then what's so cool is after I buy my 28 meals, every single person who goes through that line forever, I get 6% of what they order. You get 6% of what they order just because you went through that line. How crazy is that image, right? Simple, 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 simple. Vinny, are you raising your hand? I don't know why you're so dark over there.
Because I like sitting in the dark.
Ah.
No, I just wanted to say two quick things about the BV and everything with the Forever Pack. Just look in your downline. I mean, I can tell you right now, JoJo and I have about 26,000 people on our downline. If everybody on our downline ordered 100 BV a month, just 100, we'd have 2.6 million BV per month going through our business. So just take how many people are in your downline and multiply that for 100. And that's how simple it is, because it's a lot easier to keep somebody on auto ship with just 100 BV.
That's 2 maxed out centers.
Yeah, that's 2 maxed out centers. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people that are inactive and everything in your business centers. I understand that. We understand that. But if you could get everybody to maintain that every month, 100 BV, a lot of BV going through your business centers every month. Mm-hmm. The other thing that I took away from Lenny Evans when he was discussing it, we were talking about the packs. And there's going to be some leaders out there, some top leaders that are going to buck this, because they've taught all their people to do value packs and PIBs, and a lot of people are living and dying by PIBs. If they don't get a PIB, they're definitely not cycling, because they've made it in such a way that they've created a business for themselves that the only time they can make money is by recruiting and enrolling, and they're not building their team. This is a lot easier to build your team and get them to those rank advancement bonuses, to where you can build up that BV and build your concrete foundation that you need to build a successful business in network marketing. Bonuses are one time. Residual income is every time. Mm-hmm. But Lenny Evans made the comment. He said, we're going to have pushback, and everybody's going to say, well, my pack, and I do this pack and that pack. Listen, here's the way I look at it, and it's just the way he said it. Don't criticize my pack, and I won't criticize your pack. We're all going to build how we want to build. I just think I found an easier way. That's all.
Don't judge my pack. I won't judge your pack.
Exactly.
Okay. Awesome. All right, guys, we're at time. So unless anybody has any questions, that's a lot. Wendy said if everybody in her downline ordered a Forever Pack forever, she'd have $471,000. That's not shabby. Right. Awesome. All right, guys. I think we're good. Yeah? Anything else? Everybody happy? Thank you all for being here and all of your input. And Forever Pack forever. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Go rock your life.